Wednesday. And my name is Tina Brigley. I am co-founder of High Performing Coach. If you've never seen me live before, put new in the chat box right now. If you're like seasoned and you're a fan, let me know. Say, I'm a fan. We switched the time to Tuesday, and it's so funny. I really believe that my 11-year-old daughter, Lexi, is a drag queen in an 11-year-old's body, because every day she comes home from school and she says, "Oh, Mom, I got some tea to spill today." I'm like, what does that mean? Spill the tea. She's like, "I got some stuff to tell you." Or sometimes when she knows I have something on my mind, she'll say, "Okay, Queen." Yeah, that's what she does. She calls me Queen. "Okay, Queen, spill the tea. What's going on? What happened at work today?" So it's kind of ironic that it's Tuesday. So I think, spilling the tea with Tina on Tuesday sounds pretty cool. For those of you that got the email, you would know that this is about our exit strategies. And some of you might have thought, like, exit strategies, what do you mean by that? So let me share. When I was raising my children and I didn't want to do something, I always found an exit strategy to get out of doing something. So if my friends called me and said, "Hey, let's go out," and I didn't really want to, my exit strategy was always this: I can't find a babysitter. I don't have a babysitter. Now, the thing about that is, I didn't even try and find a babysitter. I just knew that I didn't want to go, but I made up an excuse and I was able to justify it in my head. Oh man, it's going to be so hard to find a babysitter. I don't want to find a babysitter, but that was my exit strategy. Now think about things that happen in your life where you don't want to do something, you have no intentions of following through, but maybe you don't have the confidence to just say, "No, I'm sorry, I don't want to go. I'm sorry, I don't want to do that." So my awareness tool that I want to open up your mind to right now is, what are your exit strategies? What are things that you don't want to do? You don't want to do them, and you look for every reason and excuse to not do it. Now, I want to share in my business, right? See, there's always new exit strategies for everything. When I was growing my business and I had a lot of momentum in the beginning, but then things started to slow down. My immediate network, it was almost like they knew who I was. They knew what I had to offer. People didn't really, I don't want to say that they didn't want to work with me, but it was like I was preaching to the same choir, right? When you don't grow your network, you start preaching to the same choir. So I got to the point where it was a little confronting to go to the next level. And my exit strategy, which I didn't even know, it was completely unconscious, was I started dabbling in multi-level marketing. So I started selling supplements and creating yoga events and introducing people to the products. And I spent a lot of time doing that for very little in return. Now, I didn't see it as an exit strategy. I just saw it as an opportunity. Now, it was a shiny penny that showed up. I'm like, "Oh, this looks like fun." But the real thing that I wanted to do was grow my coaching business, but I didn't see that I was confronted by taking my business to the next level. So once that didn't work, the multi-level thing, and I started realizing, okay, this is just as much work as growing my coaching business, the next exit strategy that I found was personal development. Now, I always say, let me know if you can relate, personal development is amazing. We need it. But I was starting to use it as an excuse to avoid growing my coaching business. See, at one point, I was spending 25 hours a week being a leader and showing up in somebody else's business and supporting that. Now, I don't regret it. I don't see, everything happens for a reason. They're all lessons. They're all blessings. But the problem was I couldn't see what I was doing. I was replacing one thing to avoid another. See, because I could hide behind that business. I could hide behind their brand, but I couldn't hide behind my own brand. So I spent a lot of time doing this personal development. And in the process, my business completely tanked. And why I'm sharing this is because those were my exit strategies that I didn't know were playing in the background. Consider you might have an exit strategy for something that you know that is going to help you move the needle in your business. and you look for every reason and excuse to not take that action. And let me tell you, you can justify it. I get that, but just notice. And the reason why it's great to notice is because there's nothing wrong about it. There's nothing right about it. It just is what it is. But where it becomes a problem is when we're not aware that it's playing in the background. It has a hold on us. And the one thing that I love about personal development is the aspect of having coaches that can help you see what you can't see that's playing in the background. It's the only way to actually uncover those blind spots that are playing in the background. We think that we can do it on our own. We think that we can see it on our own, but it's blind for a reason. It's called a blind spot because it's just not possible until it's too late, until it really impacts our business or our life. So what are some strategies that you can use today if you are in a situation where you just had this realization? And let me know if this is you. Yeah, Tina, I can see how I make excuses to get out of things that I don't want to do, that are a little bit confronting, a little bit scary. If this is you, let me know that it's you. No shame, right? This is part of our journey. We get to just uncover these things that are getting in our way. And my intention every week is to help you have insights that lead to actions that change your life. This is the name of the game, right? Insight plus action equals transformation. And you can get transformation in one moment where you see something newly that you haven't been able to see before. Okay, so the first thing that you need to do is recognize when you're making excuses instead of being straight. And what I mean by that is if you really don't want to go to a party and you're making excuses or looking for excuses, just notice, where am I experiencing a loss of power? Why am I fearful of just sharing what's actually there for me? I even had an experience on Sunday. It was my brother-in-law and sister-in-law's anniversary. I had a long week. I was busy all day Saturday. I took my daughter to volleyball, and Sunday they were having an anniversary party. In my heart, I just didn't want to go, not because I don't love them, but because I was tired and I just needed time for me. And then when my daughter said, "You know what, Mom, I have projects that I need to do," my initial thought was, "Oh, I can't go because Mackie has projects to do and I need to help her with her projects." That wasn't true, but I noticed that it came up that I was looking for an exit instead of being true to myself. And then I started looking for, this is step 2, right? Once you recognize it, look for an access to have everything that you need. You get to have what you want and get what you need. So I started asking myself the question, what is it that I want and what do I need? What I really wanted was downtime. I didn't want to stay out late. I wanted to have some time for myself. So then I started looking for an access to, how can I create that? How can I create downtime? How can I show up and, love on them for 25 years of marriage and have it all? And so I said, okay, great. I let my husband know, yes, I will come for dinner and I'm leaving right after dinner. And so when I came in, I said, I don't want to be rude. I'm just going to eat and run. And I didn't make it mean anything. I didn't have to justify or make an excuse or anything. What I really needed was just time. And we're allowed to. But what happens is, and this is the third thing, I think I said third, third thing, letting go of the fear of judgment of what people might think or what people might believe. Because what happens is when we can be actually straight and honest, people appreciate that more than listening to our reasons and excuses that they can see right through. They call BS in their head. Then they create a view of us that we're full of shit. Now, I don't know about you, but I would rather people see me as somebody who's straight and gets what she wants and gets what she needs than she's full of BS, because then they'll start to look for evidence that you're just somebody that's full of reasons and excuses. And I know that this might sound, a little confronting, or it might be, that judge in your head might be making yourself wrong for making excuses, but clear that, right? That's just the judge, that big loud monster that tells you that you're wrong or bad. No, quiet that and just be with, we get to have a life that we design. We get to stand in our power all the time, and we give our power away all the time. Nobody takes our power. Nobody. We never have to be at the effect of life or our circumstances. We're in the driver's seat. But sometimes we forget that we're in the driver's seat and we ride shotgun. I don't know about you guys, but I like to be in the driver's seat in my business, in my life. I don't like riding shotgun. I get car sick. I get car sick in life having to be at the effect of others. If you can relate, if you're connecting, if you're resonating, let me know, because I like to know that I'm not alone. But I hope these tools and strategies open up your awareness. You get to be the real deal. And people are waiting for you to rise and shine, the essence of you. Next week, I have an amazing talk prepared about getting to the essence, the source of who you are. But really, that essence is kind of full of plaster right now. We got to chisel away to get to what is it that you really desire? What is it that you really want? And are you willing to love yourself and believe in yourself so much that you won't tolerate these reasons and excuses that you give yourself to get out of doing life? Okay, so I don't want to be up on a soapbox. I want to just open your eyes to a new way of thinking. And this is my call to action. And let me know if this excites you, or if this lightens you up, enlivens you. But my call to action is this. When you initially want to make an excuse or a reason for not doing something, notice where you're giving your power away. Just notice it. Notice the reason and excuse that you know is BS, that people see as BS, and be willing to ask for what you want and get what you need. I know it may be stretchy. I know it may be uncomfortable. It might be something that you're not used to doing, especially if you're a pleaser, or especially if you're afraid of judgment, or if you're afraid of your own light, which most of us are. We're not afraid of the darkness. We're afraid of our light. But if that's you, that's okay. Be with everything that shows up, so that you can take one step closer to that essence, to that being, that powerful creative human being that you are, that's making a difference in the world, that's shining your light. And get rid of the BS reasons and excuses for not having what you need. Okay, I hope you got value from this. I want to know, what are you hearing? What are you getting? What are you seeing for yourself? And what is an action you're going to take? If you are tired of your reasons and excuses, you know that you have blocks getting in your way and you don't know what they are, I really encourage you to have a conversation with me. Book a call. There is a link in this chat. I would love to speak with you. I would love to see what's getting in your way. And I would love to help you be the person that can generate the impact that you want in your business, in your life. We can't do it alone. We try, we believe we can, we can't. And I don't want you to get to the point in your life, in your business, where you're so stuck and desperate, and then you ask for help like I did. You don't have to wait 3 years for that point. You don't have to quit before that point. Everything is available to you now. You just got to be willing to take it by the kahunas and take action to get what you want. Okay, I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching every week. Thank you for your comments and your feedback. I just love contributing to you. And I appreciate and acknowledge you for contributing to your people and shining your light on the world. Without you, there is no me. So yeah, go be badass in the world. Inspire others to be in action. And I will see you back next week. Same time, same place. Bye, everyone.